Hi. I was just looking on Google Earth here, and I scrolled my way across the country, and I ended up around the Great Lakes. I think this is Michigan. And what I found was some, what appeared to be, sand and gravel or rock quarry, right? And then it started to, dawn on me, but as I'm looking this, I'm like, wait a minute, why is there so many of them, and why are they so huge? This isn't even the one that I'm speaking of right now. This little town is called let's see here, Alpena. A nice little laid out community here, right? With a island park and whatever. But okay, so right out of Alpena, it looks like what? We got a sand and gravel pit here. Stuff just all scraped out. I don't get that. And then here's an even bigger one, right next to it, or right next to another little one right here, right next to another little one right here, all along this road. Let's zoom in a little here. Wait for it to catch up. So that is, it pretty much looks like sand and gravel type stuff to me. I started noticing when I'd be on Google Earth that there is an excessive amount of sand and gravel quarries all over the country, near every city and in every city, and which I realize we need them to get sand and gravel for things, but the number and the size of them are ridiculous. Okay, so there's the Alpena ones, right? I mean, this one here is damn near as big as the entire town. But the one that really caught my interest was over here. Um, Not even Stoneport. Stoneport's the same deal. Here's Stoneport, right? Let's wait till it catches up. What is Stoneport? Just a scraped sand and gravel place or something? There ain't nothing in there. That's scraped out a big area, but that's still not the place that started me on this little whatever right here, this little tirade. It was this one over here in Rogers City. Yeah, I was following this coastline. Really, what I was going to do was zoom in on the coast and see how high the docks were. How much tide they allowed for, because they don't allow for any tide. There's no tides on the Great Lakes. But as I was searching the coastline, I came across this weird thing right here. Okay, here's Rogers City, not a very big town, just a little town, and right next to it is a sand and gravel quarry that's like 3 times the size of the town. What? It's huge. Here's a little town. This is gigantic, and what's in it? A whole lot of nuttin', a whole lot of imprints in the ground, like something was here maybe at some point in time. And what we know from the Tartarian research is that they go through and they scrape every little bit of a building or a complex or an area that is just too old world and too massive, too over the top to explain away. They just have to destroy it, like Penn Station or the like. You're going to tell me that up here in the middle of freaking nowhere, they need all of these big rock quarries. All of them. This one's not even very far from this one. It's going to be 10 miles. Really? Just right there. We just needed those right there because, you can never have enough sand and gravel. One of these ones over here. Is this more of them? Sure is a lot of scraped clean areas along the Michigan coastline, right? Oh, of course it's an airport. Airport. Yeah. Okay. marsh wildlife area. What is this? I guess we just need to come out here, and scrape certain blocks clean. Scrape them down to the dirt. Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Why? What could be the reason for scraping so much stuff into the dirt? Look at that. Scraped out. Scraped out. And what do we have here? Oh, I bet you it's a sand and gravel quarry. You can never have too many sand and gravel quarries, for harvesting stone and gravel. Here's a block just scraped clean. And what's this thing here? I can't even tell what that is. Is it a lake? Is it a... Cannot tell. I cannot tell. White rock. Is it really white? Looks like a white rock, right? So apparently there's a whole lot of areas that just need to be scraped down to the ground and have nothing put there ever again. Oh, in Michigan. Michigan's really, really quite the Tartarian state, to tell you the truth. But what happened over here? What is this? Something scraped the ground here into stripes? I don't get it. How does that come about? Here, like way inland. Next to all these scraped out areas. And why is this one so gray? Is it completely sand? Is it all sand? Wait for it to catch up. This looks like it's been bombed. I mean, there's nothing here. No buildings, no cars. There are roads, apparently. But, yeah. Very anomalous and kind of poor resolution in some areas. I mean, this could be good resolution, but I cannot at all tell what I'm looking at. What happened here? At Sand Creek. Or what happened here, where all these little lines are. I don't get it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Here's another little scraped area, because, we got to go out here in this lush greenery and then scrape things all the way to the ground all over the place. For some reason. Whole lot of scraping going on. Guess we got a little bit of a valley going there. And a lake. And what, this is the road that goes to it? The overgrown road? I mean, what's going on with that? Or is that just trees hanging over the road? I guess I'm pretty close to the ground there. 30 meters? We'll get up here at 50 meters. There we go. There's the road. It doesn't really look like a road, though. There's no pavement, clearly, and there's no stripes. And there really doesn't look like any buildings along it either, to tell you the truth. That's 100%. I get a nice blur. Great job, Google. Jeez. Little scraped out area there. Yeah, this weird road goes to this thing. Which is what? The 10th sand and gravel place within a 50-mile radius? With very odd looking scrape marks in the ground that apparently won't get any clearer than that. What if we follow that road a little? Let's see where it goes. Oh, it goes over here to the main road. So it is a road. least this one's got a stripe on it, right? Just a little side dirt road that goes out to a scraped out dirt nothing. You know, we made it back into town for some more scraped out gravel, sand and gravel pits. You know, you could never have enough sand and gravel pits in any area. Like Sand Lake, as if there wouldn't be enough here already. And, well, the county road commission, of course, they need some sand and gravel. They've scraped out everything across the street, too. Well, let's go this way. Go up in here. Sand Creek, White Rock, scraped out. Sand Lake, scraped out. Everything is just scraped out in this area for some particular reason. I don't get it. Right? It makes no sense. There is no need to have sand and gravel places that are bigger than your town all over the place. Here's their airport, looking rather scraped out around there too. Cedar Lake. Where'd I go? There we go. What's this thing? Out here. Is this a neighborhood? Is there a mountain here or something? What's with all the cutbacks? Probably a golf course, right? What's behind the golf course? Hey, get back here, you bastard. It's trying to move all fast. Okay, so out here, what do we got? Let's let it catch up. Come on now. What do we got here? Oh, it looks like more scraped out sand and gravel areas. Out here in nowhere where there's nothing at. Oh, there's the road leading to this anomaly thing here, whatever that is. We follow that road and it goes up here into nowhere and nothingness. Where do we end up at? There ain't jack out here, except for massive amounts of scraped out areas. Scraped earth, scorched earth policy. And what you'll see is wherever there's a quarry, where there's quarries, great big ones that with, you know, in the middle of nowhere especially, or right in the middle of downtown, you can pretty much bet that there was something there that we're not supposed to see. Some old world building that could not be explained or something along those lines. That's pretty much what you'll discover. And the whole country's like this, but certain areas are much more than others. Apparently Michigan is one of those, because there's a lot of just completely ridiculous structures in Michigan cities and areas that are not even possible. Not, you know, gigantic doorways that are 20 feet tall and buildings that should not exist. And up here, away from the big cities, like Alpena and Isle Harbor and Rogers City. I mean, look at this. What could possibly be the need to scrape that much out? I mean, that's got to be, what, 20 square miles or something, or 10 square miles. It's rather large. And it's completely scraped to the ground. I mean, scraped the freaking hell out. Oh, and over here, let's just scrape all of this down to nothing over here. That makes no sense. It's ridiculous. Alright, well. Weirdness. Our world is nothing like we think it is. It's, we're lied to so ridiculously, so heavily in so many ways that we just it's almost, you know, boggles the mind. All right, yeah, look at these quarries, man. Quarries everywhere. You can never have too many rock quarries everywhere. Thanks for watching.